we're right at it. We're right back.
Yeah,
okay.
we're fucking
Barely a
right
minute
back.
passed.
Yeah, we're right back, bro. Because you get to read this first, because I'm Nomura.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Thank you for waiting, Nomura-san. No, sorry.
Oh, it's Takano. I don't have to read.
At the moment, I'm talking to a woman over the phone.
Oh man, I have to read. I'm Takano. So how's everything going?
Going well. Sucks. I hate you. I hate you.
No, this is the exact intended effect. This is good.
Going well. The festival is tomorrow.
I imagine it as, you know, in Spider-Man when he's talking in the Green Goblin mask. That's exactly how I imagine this. Where Takano is talking to, like, into her beret.
Oh my god.
I see. That's good.
First Lieutenant Tomatake will
Flash.
get into an accident tomorrow night. H173, the medicine which was supposed to be destroyed, will be administered to him no matter what happens. It'll be a very pitiful end.
What an interesting opening. We've already finished our forgery of the proceedings. It'll show that Lieutenant Colonel Irie was trying to sell your research to a foreign country so that he can continue it.
And Tomatake's
Flash.
murder is a part of that.
Yes, that will be the first step for the board of directors to become suspicious of the Irie Institute. We're taking care of all that, so don't worry.
Also, regarding that, what should we do if it happens?
If what happens?
I mean, what if First Lieutenant
Flash.
What if First Lieutenant
Flash.
Tomatake agrees to join us?
He isn't included in the takeover operation, is he?
Well, no, because he's an auditor for the board. If he becomes our ally, that might be beneficial to us.
According to our analysis, even if he changes his allegiance, there won't be much for us to gain. Why add another unnecessary worry to the operation?
You're right. Sorry about that. I thought we might be able to use him for something, which is why I suggested it. We'll go with my original plan then.
Bro, she actually cares about Tomatake, what?
Yeah.
What? I think that would be better.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
I'll get in touch with you again. Goodbye.
For a while, I kept holding the telephone receiver, lost in thought. Then I put it down and dialed a number that I had become familiar with. Ring. Hello. Economy Hotel Kinomiya. Nope.
I was gonna say that had the intended effect.
Yeah, I got you.
It's very funny.
Fucking mirror match. Jesus Christ.
It's, you know, like in the animes and all the shit when the twins like talk at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Economy Hotel Kinomiya. How may I assist you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Could you connect me to room 406? The one belonging to Tomatake.
Flash.
Please tell him Takano is calling.
Sure thing. I'll connect you. One moment, please.
The telephone operator put me on hold, leaving behind only electronic music. I waited for about a minute, and the operator came back on again.
I'm sorry. The guest in room 406 is not in his room right now. Would you like to leave a message?
That's okay. I already left a few of them. Do you know when he left the hotel? Do you know when he'll be back?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't answer that.
I see. I'll call again.
Takano's killing herself right now. Like, actually, she's going to commit suicide.
I put down the phone before the operator finished speaking. This is the third time I've tried calling him. I left a message telling him to call me back, but he hasn't. Why? Is he out taking photographs by himself? Or is he waiting for me behind the shrine where we usually meet?
Bro, in before like actual based accidental consequence, Tomatake investigating Takano makes Takano be like, oh shit, I actually like him.
Who would think I would actually come all the way here, expecting him to be waiting for me?
Dude, she's such a loser.
I'm even surprised myself.
I love Takano.
People are in the middle of setting up tomorrow's festival. Tents are being put up for food stalls, and preparations for various events are taking place. It's almost too noisy for me. What with people shouting as they work, plus the noise from the batteries for the stalls.
Chad Takano asks if she can help.
Soon, I reach the back of the shrine before realizing it. This is probably the best view in the whole village. This is where Jiro-san and I usually meet. Just maybe, he's waiting for me here. Of course, that's just wishful thinking. God will never grant my wishes. He only has a bit of fun by testing me. I look down at the village below, letting the breeze blow through my hair. He usually follows me around while he stays in Hinamizawa. He persistently asks if I want to go out to eat, go for a walk, or take some photographs with him. But he hasn't done any of that this visit. His behavior towards me has changed. Maybe it's because he heard about the horrible impression I left with the new board of directors. Maybe he thinks I'm a mad scientist because of that incident. I can feel that he's gradually losing interest in me. But I had my own complaints too. When I don't want him around, he's so persistent. But when I need him to listen to me, I can't get a hold of him. But if I did get through to him, what would I even talk about? What could I even talk to him about? Right after talking to someone about the plan to assassinate him. Why should he even answer my call? I'm simply running wildly, and when I reach the point of no return, I want to be forgiven, and I want him to do that for me. Just because he always does whatever I want him to do, and he shows up whenever I need him. Who would forgive someone like me? Someone who has nowhere to go but hell. Would he forgive me out of sympathy? No way. While he'll be surprised, he'll do his job and arrest me. I'm a member of the SDF after all. So what I'm doing is committing treason. I've been thinking about him a lot for the past few days. And just now, I realized something. He's not attractive at all as a man. He has no sense of humor or good taste. He has nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Vine boom, vine boom, vine boom.
Well, he has a belly.
Boom.
But there's nothing appealing about him.
Boom.
He doesn't care about my schedule. He's persistent. And when I treat him nicely because I'm in a good mood, he becomes even more persistent. There really is absolutely nothing good about him. Despite his age, he tells me things like how the last time he held a woman's head was when he did folk dancing at some summer camp. Furthermore, he says those things to make me laugh. He's hopeless.
Dude, he's so based.
Tomatake is my guy.
Tomatake has actual she let me hit because I'm goofy Riz. Like,
She let me hit because I was desperate, Riz.
Tomatake is my guy, man. Holy shit.
But more than anything, I can't stand when he completely ignores my feelings. I want to be alone sometimes. I don't want to do anything sometimes. Yet he drags me out, completely ignoring how I feel. That's why, even when I'm exhausted or I don't feel like doing anything, I end up going with him, which makes me laugh. I always thought that just wore me out, yet I want him to drag me around. I'll probably never feel this way again, and yet he's not here. Do I really believe I don't want to spend time with him? Maybe I've just grown used to his abundant affection. Love bombing Tomatake. Let's fucking go! When he took me out, when he took me out on a day I didn't want to do anything, I was in a bad mood at first. But after a while, I started feeling better. I started to feel better and found myself having a lot of fun. If he was with me now, would he take me out to photograph birds like always? Would he happily explain it all with his know-how, even though I didn't ask?
Can a man not have hobbies?
That'd be very boring and troublesome, but that's what I honestly want right now. Do I see my grandpa in him? I loved my grandpa. He gave me a purpose to live. I needed him. I loved Uncle Koizumi. He helped me with my dream. I needed him. After both of them died, maybe I just sought their aspects in him. Am I starving for a protector? Maybe I'm so traumatized by my parents' accident that I need to have somebody nearby to watch over me all the time. Maybe I'm still immature. My inner child is throwing a fit because she can't put together a toy, saying that if it's going to be broken anyway, she's going to break it herself. It won't just be my problem. It will bring about a huge, irreversible tragedy. But that's the only way to prove the truth of my grandfather's work. That belief allowed me to prepare up to this point. In just a few days, the top members of the government will be scrutinizing my grandfather's article, and terrified by the worst-case scenario he predicted, they'll regret canceling our research and neglecting countermeasures as they pass their final resolution. That's when my grandfather's article will become truth, his great work uplifted, and his name carved into the pages of history.
Have you seen that? It's all over the place, that fucking sketch of the dudes in like the Nazi uniforms who are British talking to each other, and at one point it cuts to the one guy and he goes, "Are we the baddies?"
Yeah, of course.
You're like talking to us having that moment right now. The reflection of, am I the bad guy right now?
And then he will become a god, an eternal existence. And I will reveal the god worshipped as Oyashiro-sama to be the Hinamizawa syndrome, casting them down to earth.
Little do you know that god is real and she's actively working against you.
I'm going to complete the 5th curse of Oyashiro-sama with Jiro-san's death, as well as my own. I'll become one who curses, not one who is cursed. I'll be in the position to test, instead of being tested. I will ascend to godhood. I'm going to make the curse a reality, and I'm going to kick the god off this place. I'm going to kick the god of this place off her throne. And then, grandfather and I will be together forever. Gods don't get tested. Fate doesn't test gods. No grief will separate us. I will be with my grandpa forever. After that, we're going to work on our research together in that study, filled with the smell of formalin. A scene from happier days. Grandpa at his desk, writing down something.
Christ.
He's dying.
It's just constant, man. I can't. Whatever I'm doing a breathy voice, it's just all bubbles.
Ugh. I'm in a good mood, laying on my stomach on the carpet right behind him, while flapping my legs and humming a tune. I helped him with his research by organizing his books as if I were playing with blocks. To return to those times is my only wish. Of course, if I could go back that far, I'd want my parents to be alive too. If I could play with Grandpa's books, while listening to my mother cooking in the kitchen, and my father flipping through his newspaper, that would complete my happy world. It would be my ideal childhood. But that world doesn't have a door to the outside world. So I can't go over to my friend's house, because if I did go to my friend's house, there wouldn't be anybody there when I returned. Nobody. Because they'd all have died in a train accident. No, so I don't want an outside world. I want to stay in my house, with my parents and my grandfather. I am a doctor after all. I can analyze myself. I know what I'm wishing for is proof of my immaturity. But if I know that much, then why do I still long for a parental figure in Jiro-san? Even as I plan my operation, which includes his death, I'm still trying to hang on to him. If I'm going to portray people so I can become a god, then I should remain a villain until my final moments. But if I'd rather be a lonely little girl, then I should remain modest and humble until my final moments. Either way, if it's my way of life, nobody can criticize me for it. Because if I believe it is right, then all I can do is go on without listening to such criticism. But I still can't decide. So I want somebody to criticize me. Nobody has ever criticized my way of life. That's why I want to hear someone do it. I want someone to tell me my way of life is wrong. I want Jiro-san to tell me I've done such a stupid thing. I want him to slap me. Such masochistic desires speak a great deal as to how I'm rejecting my present self. Am I really longing for a parent? I'm too old to call myself immature. Even if I do, nobody else will. No matter how immature I am inside, people will treat me as a grown person. They will say I possess an adult's responsibility and proper judgment, and that they've brought me this far already. Then I'll be judged before the devil. Will I still plead not to judge my immature self as a grown-up? Am I going to act that pathetically, even in front of the devil? I'm already going to hell, yet I can't completely become a devil. I hate the idea of hell, yet I refuse to try and repent. My mind can only float in a lake of blood, drifting as I drown. If only Jiro-san was here. My mind would clear up as I played along with this insensitive chatter. Why isn't he around when I need him most? This is the last chance I'll have to spend time with him. I hate how immature I am, becoming so insecure just because he isn't around. I found myself before the offertory box. I came here when the EDA's clinic construction had ended, and the research at the EDA Institute was about to begin. I remember how bravely I challenged the god of this place. I was full of hope and ambition. After going through many hardships, I finally came this far. I even vowed I would become a god. I did so in front of the god of this place. I can vaguely recall my grandfather telling me a similar story to that. That's right. It was the story of the Tower of Babel. When there was only one language in this world, all people lived in one place, with one will. In a display of their authority, they started to build a tower that would reach heaven. God got angry because these people had forgotten how to show respect to him. He believed all of man gathered to commit such an affront because they all shared in one language and one will. So the communion was shattered, people were thrown into disorder, and they were given many different languages so they wouldn't be able to communicate with each other. And as they couldn't communicate with each other, many left, and the tower which challenged heaven fell to ruin. Something like that, anyway. I'm not sure what the lesson is, but this is what my grandfather explained to me. Building a tower that reaches up to heaven is the greatest challenge for humans. It is also a challenge to God. To challenge God was truly sinful, but as humans, we couldn't help but test that untrodden peak. It's not easy to build a tower that's high enough to reach heaven. While they're building the tower, the people will fall into disharmony and lose the mutual understanding they once started with. Their united will is thrown into disarray. This applies not just to a group of people, but can be said about one person as well. No matter how solid their will, the closer they came to heaven, the more limits God imposed on man. So even iron wills are sure to waver at some point. It's just too arrogant for humans to think they can always carry out their original intentions. That must have been what my grandfather was thinking, deep down. I'm sure he lost hope many times since nobody ever recognized the value of his research. Yet he believed in himself, and he believed that someday his work would be appreciated. Maybe that was his wish, rather than becoming, than
Rather
reaching
than
heaven. Grandfather realized he wouldn't be able to complete his research, and maybe he was trying to find where he could compromise. Humans can't build a tower that reaches heaven, but the story of the Tower of Babel is still around. It didn't reach heaven, but we still tell the story of the tower that challenged God. According to the story, the tower was left behind with nobody to work on it. The incomplete tower stayed in that place for a long time, never achieving its goal. But if someone were to see it, they would realize how great it was that someone accepted that challenge and praised their name. I took over the tower from my grandfather and tried to make it reach heaven, but I ended up succumbing to the same fate. And if it was going to be destroyed anyway, I will try to destroy it myself. What am I doing anyway? If I hadn't tried to continue my grandfather's research, his work on Hinamizawa syndrome would have remained forever. Even if it was an empty tower that nobody ever visited, if somebody did come by, they would praise whoever attempted that challenge. They would have praised my grandfather. But I took over his work, and I built the tower even closer to heaven, which made God angry, and the tower was now going to be destroyed. The tower would become a pile of rubble. When the EDA Institute is shut down, all of its records will be destroyed. My grandfather's wish for his work to be appreciated by someone will never be granted. I tried to make my grandfather an eternal existence, yet I ended up making that an impossibility. How can I call myself Mio Takano? Instead of inheriting the 1, 2, 3 from my grandfather and continuing to count to 3, 4, I reduced it all to 0. If it wasn't for me, my grandfather's work would have remained an empty tower. It would have stayed in this world forever. But I ruined it. I did that. I can feel myself sweating. The sweat reminds me that I've done something inexorable. Inexorable. I don't actually know that word. When did I make a mistake? Where did I go wrong? It wasn't when I came here. It was before that. I started to walk down the wrong path long before that. If I put myself in my grandfather's spot, I know. My grandfather was working on a great challenge. He built a mighty tower, and it was supposed to continue to stand there and wait for someone to appreciate it. Grandfather definitely said he wanted his work to be valued by someone, even after his death. But I misunderstood. Somewhere along the way, I made the wrong turn. I misinterpreted grandfather's wish, and I ruined it. I ruined everything. I tried to make him an eternal existence, yet I destroyed him. Grandfather built an eternal tower, yet I raised it. Where did I make a mistake? What went wrong? It's obvious. My grandfather counted to 3, and with that, it was complete. I simply tried to do more with an addition, and everything collapsed. And now, all of it is ruined. I shouldn't have tried to count to 4. I shouldn't have done anything. Besides, grandfather didn't even ask me to continue his research. A little girl shouldn't play in his dark study. Go outside and play with your friends. I remember my grandfather telling me things like that. But I refused, and I stayed in the study so I could help him. And eventually, he stopped telling me to play outside, and just enjoyed having my company while he worked. But when we first met, he used to say things like that. Then, what? Living with Grandpa was the first mistake I made? Then what? When I escaped the orphanage, I shouldn't have called Grandpa. I shouldn't have found a 10-yen coin. I shouldn't have asked Grandpa to help me. Ah, now I remember. I know where I belong. Bang. Bang. Bang.
Holy shit,
Dang.
Umineko? The music and like there's a castle or whatever. Isn't there a castle in Umineko? Isn't that like the whole gimmick?
No.
I still think Umineko takes place in like 1879. Like, I'm telling you, Umineko is perpetually a Victorian era like castle murder mystery in my head. I genuinely don't know anything about the game other than I am genuinely determined it is like
That
an
is an Agatha
1879.
Christie novel.
Is
But
it
it's
really?
it's a 19. It's like post World War II.
Oh shit.
And like in it's Perot, I think, but I don't actually know the novel. I just saw a movie.
Yeah, no, Umineko takes place in a castle in the Victorian era.
No.
That is what it does. You can't convince me otherwise.
A noise of something metal striking something else is getting closer. We already went over this, by the way. Like
I know we've
50
been
episodes
over this.
ago.
Yeah, no, I know we've been over this, but I still like genuinely refuse to believe anything else. Every time I think about Umineko, I think about them pulling up in a car, like a super old-timey fashion car, out in front of the Castlevania gate. Where like there's a big like sewer drain where your character enters, and then you have the big brick wall in front of the huge estate, and then you have the estate all the way up in the background. And then as soon as my brain has already set Battler as the main character, and like the white outfit with the red hair, he steps out of the car, and then there's a big bolt of lightning, and then and like the sky flashes, and you hear I think Beatrice is her name, and the dress like do the laugh. And then the silhouette of her fades in, like in the background when she does the laugh. And then, much like, kind of almost like Resident Evil 7, I think it's RE7, Battler is like greeted at the entrance by like the butler character receiving him, like when he gets out of his taxi and he has like his bags with him or whatever, because he's there on a royal invitation. And that is what Umineko is for me. That is genuinely what I think Umineko is. Every day I hear Umineko and I see anything from Umineko, that is what I have in my mind, and that is how I think the game is going to start. So I don't know fuck all about Umineko, but that is how I think the game is going to start.
Part of it takes place in 2005 or so.
That is how I think Umineko is going to start.
A noise of something metal striking something else is getting closer. It's getting closer and closer. I'm not allowed to fall asleep. I wasn't asleep. I just had my eyes closed. That's all. Sorry.
Damn you!
I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I'm sorry.
Come on, damn it!
Bang. 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 Oh, yeah, you got it.
Don't kick.
I hate digital. Don't kick. I'm afraid of the metal sound. Please, don't kick it. I'm not being kicked, but the noise is kicking me. Please don't kick. Please don't kick the metal fence, please. My body is getting cracked. I think my body is getting cracked. All the dirty, itchy, and painful things soak into those cracks, and the filth and prickling feels horrible. Permanently itchy. I'm soaking into my chest, gathering together. It's soaking to my chest, gathering together. I desperately tried to resist so it won't touch my heart. But the dirtiness and itching is drawing. But the dirtiness and itching draw together more and more. My whole chest is soaked, and soon enough my face will be swallowed. Even drowning in this dirtiness and itching, I try to desperately hold my breath, so that at least my heart won't be soaked with it. Bang, bang, bang. I'm just gonna
Bang, bang, yeah?
get like radio static on that. That way it actually sounds cool.
You don't like my read for that? You're like,
It'll be perfectly fine for me to cover it up with a or whatever, because it'll just sound cooler. Or maybe like, I don't know.
Or in future Tyler will forget.
I won't forget it. It'll be easy. I'll just go YouTube radio static, download, download, cut it up, and place it over you speaking, and maybe like modulate it a little bit.
If you're a real man, you get a ham radio, and you bring it up to your microphone. You create the radio static yourself.
I'm not buying a ham radio.
You're a coward.
Go ahead, but go on Amazon. Look how much it costs.
Tyler, put a picture of how much a ham radio is.
I can't hold my breath any longer. I drown in an ocean of muck. I probably won't do that part.
Damn it. He hates my bits, man.
I drown in an ocean of muck, and yet, as I'm taking on the muck, the fact that you're not watching the videos I work.
I watched them. I just haven't caught up yet.
Oh my
Do you know how
God.
long it took me to get through like Tatari Goroshi?
That was while you were still doing pizza, wasn't it?
So I got to a point with Tatari Goroshi, and then all I remember is when you finished Tatari Goroshi, it took until like halfway through Himatsubushi for me to like start Tatari Goroshi and get through it. I struggled to get through Tatari Goroshi, and it had nothing to do with the videos. I just am not huge on Tatari Goroshi. It's just long.
Cringe.
It's so long.
I drown in an ocean of muck, and yet, as I'm taking on the muck, my heart desperately struggles not to be tainted by it, to rise up above it, until my heart too sinks into the sea of grime. Only creatures that have lived on land will gasp and suffer the pain of drowning as long as they long to return to dry land. Creatures that have always lived in the ocean never drown.
I think what I've been doing, because with Oni Kikuchi, I didn't start watching Oni Kikuchi until you finished with Tanagashi.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Watana, I didn't start watching until you finished Tatari Goroshi. So I think literally what I've been doing is I basically wait until you finish the game after, and then I watch it. So that's what, like, I just need to finish Himatsubushi.
Grandpa won't come help me. That is the best thing for me and him both. I'm XXX something. She's something. See? When I stop struggling, there's no more noise. I don't have to hear that scary metal noise. Is it a roar or a yell? I needed to borrow strength to scream in order to come back to the present world. My body is all sweaty. It feels dirty, itchy, and painful. It reminds me of that day. I can feel welts coming on as the sweat crawls down my skin. No, it's just a delusion. It can't be itchy, because all of that is long over. I take a bath every day. I scrub my body until it turns raw and red. So not even the slightest drop of that horrible filth could possibly remain. I can't help it. I'll remember the filth. I can only get rid of it by scratching my arm so hard it leaves marks. I can't get rid of the itching. I can't get rid of the filth. Of course I can't. I'm a filthy existence. Grandpa should have never saved someone like me.
Dude, she literally just has Hinamizawa syndrome, man. Like,
Yep. Meeting me made him unhappy. I shouldn't have existed. I shouldn't have been born. I should have stayed inside that metal fence and spent my whole life there. I need to go back inside it. I should have never left. That place is where I belong. Corner me with that horrible metal noise. Crush me with that filth, itchiness, and pain. And then kill me. So that I'll never meet Grandpa.
I could fix her.
Tomatake will fix her.
Holy shit, Hanyu.
On you?
Is that your wish?
Yes. Much like those left behind at the top of Babel's crumbling tower, or Icarus, unable to reach heaven only to fall. That is my final wish. Bring me back inside that metal fence, and give me back the fate that's suitable for my filthy existence.
Dude, I can't believe Takano's iron wall shattered immediately because Tomatake wasn't there to say hi to her. The wish of a liar will never come true.
But I'm not a liar.
You have spoken your true wish once, yet you have yet to realize that's your greatest wish. And I cannot grant that wish just yet.
Are you saying that's the punishment we sinful humans face for challenging God?
You should already know. The strength of your desire is what creates the future. You lack that strength.
Are you saying I haven't tainted myself enough? will even the gates of hell remain shut for someone not fully committed like me? Why would you turn down a banger like that?
Sorry. Imagine getting Donowalled at the Pearly Gates by Hanyu.
Would you kill yourself again? Would that happen?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I would. Holy shit, Akasaka. Rika-chan. Fuck.
Who is that?
Idiot?
Rika-chan! Satoko-chan! How are you feeling? It's Irie. As Akasaka-san warned me, I have to be careful. Akasaka-san opens the door silently.
Yeah, Akasaka, how are you doing? It's bustling outside, huh?
Yeah, everyone is getting ready for tomorrow's festival. I bought some shaved ice for you, courtesy of the refreshment stand committee. Let's have some.
Yeah, thank you for that. I'll have some.
Akasaka-san is wearing a t-shirt, but he's still drenched in sweat. All the windows have been shut, and he can't even open the curtain, so it's very hot outside. And even accounting for that, he's still sweating like mad. Look at how sweaty you are. It sure is hot in here.
No, I was exercising a little. Of course, I tried to keep it very quiet. I'm just staying prepared for anything, that's all.
A little exercise helps to refresh people. I'm sure you've been under a lot of stress for the last few days. You must be exhausted mentally too.
No, I'm used to this kind of thing. But really, I appreciate you bringing in some stuff. Ugh, he's such a bum, I love him.
Akasaka-san smiled like a happy child as he ate the strawberry-flavored shaved ice.
I fucking love Akasaka, man. So, has there been anything yet? Have you heard from Tomitake Flash?
Flash. No, nothing yet. Fuck. No, nothing yet. But Takano-san said she was saying she can't get a hold of him.
Yeah, that's right. He changed his hotel, huh? Do you think she noticed something?
No, I don't think she has. I told her he's probably just going around taking pictures.
Yeah, but it's only a matter of time before she becomes suspicious. There will be a strong wind soon, one way or the other. Dr. Irie, please be very careful.
Yeah, of course. Oh, by the way, I just saw Orishi-san, and he told me to tell you something. I explained the 48-hour operation to Akasaka-san. Akasaka-san seemed impressed with the notion, especially because I told him it came from the girls.
And Keiichi. That's a fantastic idea. That'll shake up our enemy quite a bit. It'll give Tomitake Flash a big opportunity to find out something too. So when is the operation gonna take place?
That will be decided when they meet with Orishi-san tonight. But since they don't have much time, it may be as early as tomorrow morning.
I see. It's pretty stressful just waiting for the battle to begin. If there's something we can do, we might as well just do it.
Your time in Hinamizawa is limited too, so how much longer can you stay?
I told Yukie that I should be home by midnight on Sunday. But if the situation changes, I might have to stay here longer. She's a policeman's wife. She'll understand. God, I fucking love Akasaka, man!
You can't even call her from here, huh? Sorry to put you in this situation.
He's the GOAT! Hey, don't worry. It's not like we're newlyweds. She won't divorce me just for not calling her every night.
Although he says that, it's easy to tell that Akasaka-san wants to hear the sound of her voice.
So no.
So has there been any changes on your end? If there is anything you'll need, I'll bring it.
Yeah, I really don't need anything yet. Any changes? Well, it's hard to say. There's just too many people going in and out for the festival. Even if there's someone suspicious among them, I can't tell. We should just assume our enemies are hidden among them. So we should be on our guard.
That sounds about right. By the way, the mountain dogs are starting to move. just as you said. When I asked Okonogi about the plans, he said he's raising security level for the days surrounding the festival to take into account the possibility that some criminal might use the 5th year of the curse to Takarika-chan.
I like to think that the whole time he's doing that, he's doing the jerk-off motion with one hand as well. Yeah, that matches the situation right now. Almost looks like all the preparations officially and unofficially are going smoothly for tomorrow's festival.
So you're saying tomorrow is going to be the festival in more ways than one, then?
If the 48-hour operation... Oh, that's the idea.
If the 48-hour operation gets underway tomorrow morning, it'll be quite a turbulent day. Yeah, everything will change starting tomorrow. June 19th, 1983. A tempestuous day that divides a peaceful world from a tragic one. The fate of the world will change on that day. I finished my secret meeting with Akasaka-san and left while calling up to the second floor window, pretending to address the girls. When some villagers saw me do that, they asked how they were doing.
I hope Irie's actor is an Umineko.
They asked me about both girls, which made me very happy. What Oryo-san said yesterday has already spread among the villagers. In other words, the curse of Oyashiro-sama may have already lifted even before tomorrow's festival. If nothing happens tomorrow, since this village is finally free from the curse and the ghost of the damn conflict. As we prepare for the upcoming battle, I realize the extent of the responsibility we've taken on, but at the same time, that it gives me strength. After greeting officials under the main tent, I ran into Takano-san as I headed back to the clinic.
Oh boy, Takano.
It's unusual for her to be here alone. If Tomotage-san was with her, I could understand, but she's never come here by herself. For a moment, I thought maybe she suspected a connection between me and Akasaka-san, but it doesn't seem that way. I am relieved. This is unusual. What are you doing here? Nothing really. I'm just taking a walk. I see. It's a nice day. It's a nice day today. I bet it's a perfect day for taking a walk. I wonder if Jiro-san is taking a walk too.
Look at that motherfucker, man! I hate her. Actual worst girl. Holy shit.
Those words had a strange nuance to them. Takano-san normally only spends time with Tomotake-san out of politeness. At least, that's how she's been acting. So when I heard her say it like that, I was a little surprised. Maybe so. He's from Tokyo. I'm sure he's enjoying the fresh air and the beauty of Hinamizawa. Director, do you have any idea where Jiro-san went? No, I don't. He didn't come to the meeting last night. It was a good thing someone else was there to take his place, but he should have been there. He's neglecting his job, don't you think? This is going in the wrong direction. I have to change the subject. Well, I'm sure he needed a little break. I bet he wanted to be alone, just like you. Yeah, I can see that. This poor woman, bro.
It is like, yeah, he fucking hates you, and Takano folds immediately.
I think that went well. She didn't ask about Tomotake-san after that. When I look around, I can imagine how lavish the festival is going to be tomorrow. But Higurashi is the biggest festival of the year around here. It's grown in scale ever since the damn conflict ended, and this year, the village festival is hitting a peak. I'm sure villagers of all ages will enjoy themselves tomorrow. Takano-san and I overlooked that heartwarming scene. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, it will be fun. The conversation was very ironic. We both meant something different as we spoke. I can hardly wait for the festival to start. Yeah, the fun festival is about to begin. I noticed an indescribably bitter smile on her face. I hope it'll be a nice day tomorrow. After all of these preparations, it'll be a shame if it rains. They worked so hard to prepare for this grand festival. A little rain won't stop them. Yeah, I guess.
Holy shit, Umineko.
There'll be a festival, no matter the weather, huh? Yes, there will be a grand festival. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, keep gassing her up, idiot.
Oishi-san had agreed to participate.
Let's go.
In other words, he had given us the green light. Oh, Keiichi.
Oh, shit. Good job. What? Oh, it's me, Mion. I completely forgot I sounded like this for a minute. What the no, that's because Mion sounds like this. That's right. Good job. I bet you had some difficulties.
No, not really. They are actually agreed pretty easily. Boy, how nice it is to be young. I was the only one who struggled to make the decision. A pitiful, huh? We can't turn back anymore. I'll give everything I have.
God, I love Oishi. Oishi-san was always a man with a great presence. He seems pretty reliable when he's that determined. This will work. This operation will be a success. The enemy is unthinkably strong, but we're going on the offensive first. It's like in sumo, right? No matter how huge the opponent may be, there's a chance the entire match can be settled in an instant with a quick shift in stance during the opening rush. Thank you, Ryukishi.
See, Rika? Doesn't it feel reassuring to have this many people on your side?
I don't intend on refuting you anymore. I was almost ready to give up just a few days ago, but now I can't believe how much the situation has evolved. It might just be possible to change our fate after all.
Rika, that's not good enough.
You're right. I shouldn't say we might change our fate. We will change our fate.
Holy shit, the budget to italicize!
We will win. We will defeat fate.
Dude, it took him 8 games when he figured out how to use italics.
There's been italics before.
My joke.
In any case, the timing of our traps is extremely important.
Keiichi!
Hey, what do you mean timing? We should act immediately. Tonight it will have been 48 hours since Rika-chan disappeared. The longer we wait, the better the position the enemy will be in, so we should act as soon as possible.
That's true. If we're too careful, that will give them more time. Our defense ought to be cautious, but our offense ought to be bold.
It's very reassuring to have both your seals of approval. So what about it, everyone?
Moog. No objections. I've steeled my resolve. I'm ready anytime.
Is it time yet? What do you think, Sadako?
We should go with haste, of course, but right now may be a little too hasty. If we are to surprise them, I think we should do it more carefully.
A surprise attack should take place at night. Is there any better timing than now? Calm down. You're both right. Surprise attacks usually do happen at night. But look at us now. We're still up, even though it's dark outside, right? Night attacks were more effective when there was no electricity. Nowadays, surprise attacks always don't have to take place in the middle of the night. There's an even better time than that.
Is there really a better time for a surprise attack? Ow, ow!
Ow, ow. I understand. A daybreak sortie, right? Oh, you know some interesting terms, don't you? It's true that the worst time to call someone is not in the middle of the night, but early in the morning. People can't even think straight when they're half asleep. A surprise attack at dawn. Yeah, that's a great time to do it.
Yeah, I think that will be the most effective. Knowing how Takano-san is, it's more than likely she'll do something to make it look like the 5th year's curse, and she'll try and do it tomorrow night.
It's normal to get plenty of sleep the night before.
No, I now know the perfect timing to spring my traps.
A surprise attack at dawn. Man, that sounds badass. I've always wanted to do something like that. I'm fired up.
Well, just like my man, Mayaboto-san. Hey, does that mean I'm the only man involved who isn't psyched? My oh my. Alright, ready then. The 48-hour operation commences tomorrow at dawn. The question is how they will react. We will be confusing them, and once we see the response, we will attack. This is a raid.
I fucking love Oishi, man! Okay. As the leader of this club, I now decree that the 48-hour operation is now in effect.
Rika's dead.
She takes the gun, the 48-hour operation is now in effect, pulls the trigger. We will carry our tests out at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. It'll get busy all of a sudden. All members should be ready for an immediate response. Prepare yourselves physically and mentally. And don't forget, the fate of Hinamizawa rides on this battle. The enemy's conspiracy could end up destroying this village.
It's like the damn conflict all over again. Holy shit. Literary connections and literary literacy?
It rhymes. Rhymes.
We'll never let that happen.
Rhymes.
I'm a rapper. But I'm not a rapper. Super hot. Fire.
Well, we'll see how the enemy will react. Will they become demons or serpents?
What?
Maybe they'll become kittens.
What?
Oh, how cute of them.
I don't think so. Something huge will happen for sure. This is like a little earthquake. One that's a forewarning of a huge tsunami.
You're right. I feel that little earthquake too. But we'll create that huge tsunami. Either the village or the enemy will be swallowed up by it.
We'll ride that huge wave for as long as we can. Thank you, Keiichi. So cool. This 48-hour operation will shock the enemy. They'll panic, their pace will be off, and they'll be guaranteed to slip up somehow. We don't know how they're going to slip up, but just knowing that they will and preparing ourselves to act gives us the full advantage. We're surrounding our enemies on this huge game board that is Hinamizawa. This game, this festival, will start our siege. Come on, we're ready.
With our siege.
We're ready for June 19th, 1983. Hey, Rika. It's on your occasion.
Hanyu.
Yeah.
Hanyu.
Hey, Rika. Has this many emotions ever gathered on this day?
Actually, there are always this many emotions in this world. There are always countless numbers. I don't know, it might be Hanyu.
There were always countless numbers of them gathered on this forgotten June 19th. We just never realized it because we looked at the world subjectively.
I think it is. It might be the same as earlier. We just never realized it because we always looked at the world subjectively. There are so many people in this world, and each of them have very important emotions. Those countless feelings are collected together and giving shape to this world, this fragment.
And with this many emotions, what kind of world will we see? What kind of fragment will we be granted?
Who will win, Takano or us? The time to find out is now. Let's open it. Let's open the door to June 19th of 1983.
And then he uses like a Microsoft PowerPoint like door open. Tell me that shit wouldn't have gone hard.
Resident Evil door open.
Yeah, tell me that shit wouldn't have gone hard, bro.
Okay. Preparations are complete. Next time,
Holy
the
shit.
48-hour operation will have commenced.
And fucking everyone's going to die.
Okay, until next time.
Hopefully Takano gets more depressed.
Why would you want that?